Hey everybody, Tony Aiello here, Mirada Blog. How you guys doing out there? We are live on Mirada Blog TV. Beautiful April evening, 6 p.m. 4/24, April 24th. And is just want to make sure we're going out. So if somebody can give me some. Oh yeah, I'm getting a little feedback. We are going out. There we go. So welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Here is the star of the show. Am I going to be able to do this without a glare? Okay, so this is the first time I'm doing this. Well, not first time, but first of all, welcome. Welcome to the program. Welcome to Mirada Blog TV. Welcome to YouTube. My name's Tony Aiello. And we're going to be with you here, not taking too much of your evening up. Try to wrap this up in 15 or 20 minutes or so. We're probably not going to get too many, thank you, Kyle, comments, and I'm having trouble. This is going to be a challenge, folks. We're probably not going to get too many comments because, and I promise everybody, I'll give everybody more of advance notice. We're probably not going to get too many comments tonight because, people are busy and they didn't know we were going to go live, but this will be archived and you can watch it later, and I'm sure people will comment then, but, we thought this would be fun. Nostalgia has always been a big thing on the Mirada blog. As you longtime followers know, you are safe now. Welcome home. This is the serene place, the serene place of Mirada. Okay, we have no objectives, or I'm sure all of you know this. No objectives, no agenda, no self-serving here. Just the love of Mirada. And it's really crazy that we've been on since on Facebook was where the social media thing. And how far has social media come? I tell you, whoa. Since we first went on Facebook, we were the only social media channel of any kind in Mirada. April of 2009. Crazy times. All right, so let's go through this and go down memory lane. And I also have a little bonus for you at the very, very end here on this windy day. And it didn't start off too windy. I should let you know. I just want to show you this real quick. For anything and everything Mirada blog, just go to linktree.com. This is probably the easiest way. Linktree.com slash Mirada blog. Linktree.com slash Mirada blog, and then you go wherever you want there. Twitter, Facebook, website, and this cool little page we just started. It's the Mirada blog. Oops, well, I just screwed it all up. Weather Station, check it out when you get a chance. It's linked at linktree.com slash Mirada blog. And of course, it's there on Facebook and Twitter and everywhere else. So that's 24/7 Mirada weather. By the way, if you haven't done so already, hit that notification bell, give it a tappity tap, tap, tap. So the next time we go live or do something here on YouTube, you will be notified. Also, if you subscribe, and thank you, YouTube, by the way, for letting us go live. They had a requirement at one time where you had to have at least 1,000 subscribers, and I think what are we at, 2 something. So that's cool. They let us go live now, and we'll see how this goes. We'll do more of these down the road, and I'm taking a chance here because any questions you want to ask, send them my way about Mirada, current news, what's going on in the town, anything and everything. Send it my way, baby. What was I saying? I don't even remember now. So yeah, we can go live on YouTube now. So, that's what I was saying. I sometimes I like to do these things already, and I know I'm babbling a lot. I'll get to it. I like to do these things pre-recorded, but I figured let's just go for it live. So here we go. So this is the Mirada, California, 1977-78 Chamber of Commerce Factbook and Buyer's Guide. Now you're going to see their City Hall. Look at the old dial-a-ride right there. Isn't that crazy? You're going to see some photos in here that people post, particularly Glenn likes to crop photos out of here and then really doesn't give credit where they came from. He just makes it look like he found the photo somewhere, and which I used to do at the very, very beginning of the Mirada blog, but I've learned to everything needs to be accredited now, and so just I try to be as professional as possible. But you've probably seen some of these photos. If you go back to the very, very early days of the Mirada blog Facebook page, you will see photos very similar to this, and we will try to get rid of this glare for next time. But there's Mirada's Mirada's only ever car dealership. And what did they change their name to? Would be where Ross is today in the grocery outlet. if you can believe it or not. There was a car dealer, La Mirada's only car dealership. Well, other than when they opened the Gateway Center over there on Firestone by the freeway. The Chevrolet place was there later. That was in the 90s, but that actually was La Mirada as well. The La Mirada Auto Center that just never materialized and was just a catastrophe from the very beginning. So yeah, this was Patterson Chevrolet right there, and look at, they had a big old sign out there on Imperial Highway, and here you have shopper's guide, note from the editor. Let's keep going here so we don't spend all night doing this. How about Spence's Bike Shop? Anybody remember Spence's Bike Shop? There we go, look at that. Elterman Insurance, La Mirada Travel Center. Here is, yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely set this up a little different next time. City Directory. What do we got here? Los Portales Mexican Restaurant. Okay, so this was the one on the Leffingwell and La Mirada. There's Fred and Jerry's Union 76. How long has that 76 station been there? Which one's been there longer? The one on Valley View and Imperial, or this one? This is the one that's still there on La Mirada and Imperial. Look at that guy. Which one was here first? Bank of America still there. Here's Chamber of Commerce. Who do we know here? Many of La Mirada's leading businessmen and civic leaders devote many hours to serving on the La Mirada Board of Directors and the La Mirada Chamber of Commerce. Yeah, the La Mirada Chamber. There's Hal Malkin in the very back. I see, God, what is his name? I can't remember now. La Mirada Chamber of Commerce at one time was just huge in Southern California, in the Southern California area. I don't think you could say that now. They're trying though. Oh, here we go. La Mirada, here's the La Mirada City Councilman, Jake Callisvart, Cheryl Moses, who we lost a few years ago, who I knew, Will Semendinger, Wayne Grisham, and C. David Peters, who I just spoke to a few weeks ago. Good old Dave Peters. All right, let's get to the good stuff. Cicero's Restaurant, probably La Mirada, one of La Mirada's most famous restaurant. I remember those big red booths. Remember that? Great food. Gondolas is pretty good. What else is going on in La Mirada? Alred's Pool Supplies. You guys remember Alred's? Oh, that was there for years. Remember the slide? Look at the slide back there. Can you see it? Again, thank you for joining me. My name is Tony Ayala. We are live on the La Mirada Blog TV. That's right. Going through this old 1977-78 Chamber of Commerce Factbook and Buyer's Guide. And it's pretty cool. And don't forget, I got a little bonus for you that I found tucked in this little book. I got a little bonus item to show you. Lloyd's Bank, which is now, what is Lloyd's Bank? Somebody help me here. The one on Valley View and Imperial. The name is escaping me now. Holly Home Carpets. And that's very near where the copper tone billboard sign was. And I have found some really interesting photos lately you'll be seeing in future. La Mirada Bowl. The world. How many of us went to the La Mirada Bowl? Well, there's Dan Sweeney, owner of the place. La Fiesta Mexican Restaurant. Loved it. Jimmy's Rendezvous as well. Well, we're not looking at Jimmy's Rendezvous, but Jimmy's Rendezvous was until the city council discovered we had a nightclub in town. Jimmy's Rendezvous. When they started some male stripping one year, male strippers, and we can't. In the city council, I remember somebody said saying we can't have a nightclub in town. God forbid we have a nightclub in La Mirada. Pretty funny, huh? PDQ Rentals, Postal Instant Press, and Happy Grooming. How about the House of Shag? Okay, Shaggy. Oh, that was a very horrible Scooby-Doo impersonation. And Post Office Library. You know, the post office, they should name that post office after Alice Palace. I know there was some talk a while back. By the way, if you hear some scanners going off in the back, I have the sheriff's department. Well, we're really big on Twitter with breaking, like, traffic incidents, stuff going on in La Mirada. So the scanners are always got in the background. You'll hear the fire department frequency and sheriff's frequency. But there was some talk a while back to pass a bill in Congress to name the La Mirada post office after Wayne Grisham, which, I had nothing against Wayne. Everybody did their thing in La Mirada over the years, but I think it should be named after Alice Palace, who was the city treasurer, who served as city treasurer for so many years and served so many other roles, and all free of charge for the most part. Don't see that anymore. Cardinal Liquor, isn't that the one we lost when they put the pyology in? Oh, you can hear. Yeah, that's funny, huh? Yeah, two different scanners on right now. Handheld is on the fire frequency, and so I have it. That's why if I'm listening, and then on the base I have the Norwalk frequency, which is also La Mirada. Walter White Draperies, the Pear Tree. Walter White Draperies, legendary in the area. La Mirada Community Hospital. How many of you were born at La Mirada Community Hospital? Now, I was born and raised in La Mirada, but I was not born in La Mirada Community Hospital. Nope. I was born at Pioneer Hospital in Artesia. I believe that's because of it was my mother's health insurance, and we were required, my sister and I, to be born there, even though we were in La Mirada. So, but yeah. So what is it now? It starts with a K, a special care hospital. I can't remember the name right now. And there's good old Olive Lawn Memorial Park, La Mirada's very first business of any kind. You could also talk about Andrew McNally, but he really didn't have a business. It was more like a farm. Valley View Farms came later. You know who also another long business was in La Mirada that no one knows, or not no one knows about, but it has forgotten about. If you remember Star Scrap Metal, in fact, let me go grab it. It just happens to be handy here because. I mean, a 503 going on. It's in Norwalk though. I just happen to have this because I got a bunch of La Mirada nostalgic collection goodie. You guys will see it, I'm sure, somewhere down the road. But Star Scrap Metal, that recycling place. There's photos that recycling place. Although it wasn't called Star Scrap Metal ended up turning into it right there. At the 5 in Valley View. There was a salvage place or whatever. What did they call them back then? There was like a whatever they called recycling places back then. That was there in the 30s. That same spot. And of course, Star Scrap Metal, they got, they're expanding the freeway and they chased them out of there a few years ago. But that was there a very long time, like with Valley View Farms and Olive Lawn Memorial Park and the Standard Oil Farms over on Trojan Way. They were there around then. That's all there really was around La Mirada around then. And the KFI Tower was put in La Mirada in 1931. Ed Spatalnik Realtor. Wasn't that over there by the bowling alley? Oxman Surplus, who we lost, and they painted over that famous sign just... in fact, if you go on this channel, you'll see me... You would look at up to 90% off. There's a video on this YouTube channel talking about how they're getting ready to paint it over, and it was gone after all these years. And I talk to Jason Oxman frequently. So did I miss a comment? I think I just missed a comment. Hacienda Bank. Okay, let's keep going here. What are we at? 14 minutes. All right, it's not too bad. Keystone Construction. Now this little shit, is that the one I'm thinking of? This little shack is still there. Is that the one next to Oxford? Well, let me check the address. 13856 Rosecrans. No, that's not. Where is that? Castle Auto Parts, Valley View and Rosecrans. I thought that was the little shack next to the old Oxman's building, but I don't think so when I'm looking at the address. 13856 Rosecrans. Okay, so that would be more towards Norwalk and Marquardt. I'm drawing a blank right now, folks. Remember this on Artesia Boulevard, Southern Lumber? This is where all of our dads took us. We went with our dads. If not National Lumber, then we went to Southern Lumber. Western Tack and Speedo. Denny's. Denny's Incorporated. You guys remember Denny's was right there at the 5 in Valley View, actually right very close to the old recycling place. For many, many years, the Denny's in La Mirada was the only one that had a full service bar in it. Did you know that? Any Denny's? And remember how the bar went right along on Firestone there? And also Denny's for a very long time was the world headquarters. Its world headquarters was in La Mirada. And the building behind there, which became ultimately, what was it, Phoenix University or something? But that was Denny's headquarters for a long, long time. That's why in the 70s and 80s, if you traveled around the country, you know, in your RV with your family or whatever, or visited Denny's in another state, if you looked at the straws always said, no matter what state you were in, the little straws always said La Mirada, California on them. So just another interesting piece of trivia. It's Pasha Liquor. Oh, Green Hill Shopping Center, Alpha Beta. Good old Alpha Beta. Candy's Casita. Here's another legendary Mexican, well, not just any legendary restaurant of any kind from La Mirada's past. A legendary restaurant. There's the other auto parts in town. This was over by Alpha Beta, wasn't it? Yeah. So I hope you're enjoying this. We'll do more of these. I'll get a little better at it. Now here we go. The Imperial Telegraph Car Wash, which I just took some photos recently. I hope they save. That thing is such a dump. I hope they save the big 1960s style sign. It's just really allowed to sit and look like a dump for so long now, and then well, you know what, I'm not going to talk, I'm not going to get myself in trouble. I'm not going to talk. We'll bring that up on a podcast or maybe another one of these live videos, but no, you know, I'm just going to, yeah. So the car wash property, the car wash has been dilapidated and abandoned for years now. Take a drive, go look. But I hope whatever they put in there, there's been some talk of some casual style tricky language they use to name restaurants that are going to go in there, and I hope they use the signs. The architecture on those signs is just amazing, and I hope they keep those signs and incorporate them, you know, like they did to the old what was it, the Friendly Hills Bowling Alley on Whittier Boulevard. The city of Whittier incorporated the old bowling alley sign into their new little center they built there, the Mirada West Shopping Center. Yep, it's the wrong side of town. Just kidding. Yeah, that's where we're based. The wrong side of town. So what do we got there? Dr. Steven Sokol passed away. Factory outlet Hi-Hat Cleaners, who, it's amazing, their building, after all these years, it still says Hi-Hat Cleaners, multiple owners, but they recently just emptied out that whole building. It's empty, and the Hi-Hat Cleaner sign is still on there. Jay's Kitchen, oh my gosh, which we love. This is how old is this thing? Sprouseritz, Straw Hat Pizza Palace, which turned into Ambrose Pizza in the 80s, Valley View Stationers. Remember the Christian bookstore that was also in there? And then here's T-Rex All Drugs, not the one on Valley View and Rosecrans. I think this was Hal Malkin's, right? Yeah. There he is. Where is he? That's good old Hal. Take that, Hal. Just kidding. So, Century 21, La Mirada Realty. When you want to sell fast, think of us first. We're here for you. 15810 Imperial Highway in La Mirada. Vita Garrett, owner. Yeah, Vita Garrett, she was a famous La Mirada realtor. Didn't she open up shop in that Oxman's building in the front there for a while back in the day? Wasn't that original realtor for her realty building? Who knows? It sounds familiar. So I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for joining me, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I'm Tony Aiello. We're going to kind of hang out with you like this every once in a while and just kind of talk about La Mirada. You're safe here. Okay, you're safe here. A lot of imposters, a lot of, I wouldn't say imposters. We all love La Mirada, don't we? Just a lot of changes over the years in the landscape of La Mirada, social media, La Mirada. And just know we have never changed our goal and our objectives here. Now let's get to the special little surprise. Check this out, guys. This was tucked away in the book. This is probably better than the book itself. This was, I think it must be a piece from the La Mirada Lamplighter because it says West Orange Newspaper Group, and this is 1978. And I see some other cities like Huntington Beach, La Mirada, Huntington Beach, Buena Park, OCN. I think AL is Los Alamitos, but these cities were all part of a when the La Mirada Lamplighter newspaper was reaching the end of its life, it joined different newspaper groups, a couple at least that I remember. So, anyways, check this out: the Fishmonger Restaurant in the La Mirada Mall. Does anybody remember the Fishmonger Restaurant in La Mirada Mall? I do not. Look at that! Isn't this amazing? We all remember me and Ed's, and This was what really tripped me out. I did not know Big O Tires was in business in 1978. This is their location on Manchester Avenue in Buena Park. And, Big O Tires, longtime sponsors here of the La Mirada blog, located in the old Kinney shoe store at the Valley View and Rosecrans. Give them a call today. Big O Tires, La Mirada. Great supporters of the La Mirada blog. But look at this. Yeah. Big O Tires ad. Look at the price on those tires. Holy smoke. Big O ad from 1978. Look how they used to have an actual rider for La Mirada Little League games. I actually have an old La Mirada Lamplighter newspaper cutting somewhere. The only one I ever appeared in where my name was mentioned in one of these little see how they have little short synopsises. Did I say that right? For each game. Can you believe this? Wouldn't this be great to have this? These poor kids of today. Look at this. Look at the write-up they did for each game. Look at minor B. Brewers 8, Athletics 7. In the minor B division, in an exciting contest, the Brewers defeated the Athletics 6-0 on Monday afternoon. Mike Brignani came on in relief of Charlie Sauter. I mean, it's like we're reading a professional. This is so awesome. So, anyways, man. They just don't get to experience. Let's check the other side and wait till you see the middle. You guys are gonna flip out. What do we got here? Ann Landers. She was a national columnist. Some benefit clubs. Okay, this is kind of boring. Lipton tea, an Alpha Beta ad or an ad for a product. Check this out, guys. Yep. The old National Lumber. Actually, this, and there's townhouses there now. Actually, this particular ad, which was in the La Mirada newspaper, was for the grand opening of their new Garden Grove store. Look at the prices, spray paint. Is this coming in? You guys, is this picking up? See stars at our grand opening. Raquel Welch, Charles Bronson, O.J. Simpson. Oops, O.J. Simpson. Oh my God, Lassie. So yeah, remember, there's Shorty and Cheap Chicken, but man, National Lumber back in the day in La Mirada. So here's a list of their locations, and there we are. There we are. Now, what's interesting. About a year ago, I was over on Woodruff Avenue in Bellflower for a reason. If you go by this address, go to this address 17326, it's now a recycling place. All of the old signage, well, not the signage, but the sign. What is that? The structure of the signs are still there, and you can just tell they're National Lumber sides from the outline. Remember how Shorty used to peer over the top of the signs with this, and you see his hands and the outline. Well, the outline of his hands and head is still at the sign. In fact, I even have photos of it. I might have put it on one of the social media channels, but we're going to start getting away. What am I doing here? Jesus. Away from social media and go back to more traditional. Look at these prices back in 78. More traditional style of reporting on the La Mirada blog. We've all seen what's been happening. I've seen what's been happening just from a La Mirada standpoint, from the very beginning of social media till I think YouTube's pretty cool. But even then, all social, we're getting back to more traditional reporting. So this is such a cool. I mean, you want to screenshot that? You can do whatever you want with that, but. social media will never go away entirely, but we just, we're going to try to get back to more of a traditional style of reporting, especially on our new website and stuff like that. So hope you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, folks. We will do more of this stuff as we head down the road. And again, hit that notification bell, and subscribe if you like. I was going to make another point about, and I guess I'll just have to make it later. So again, thank you for joining me. We're going to end it right here so I don't take too much of your time. And I got some more goodies coming for you down the road, and we will be here to share them with you. So until next time, my name's Tony Aiello. Catch you all later.